Things got turned upside down last night with Dana White's announcement. He announced some huge fights, some big news, and the implications of all of this stuff is massive, and we're going to get into it in this video. But if you wouldn't mind, hit the like and subscribe button. Helps with the algorithm, helps grow the channel. So first things first, the biggest news that came out last night was Ilia Topuria is vacating the featherweight title to move up to lightweight. And now for the vacant title at UFC 314, Alexander Volkanovski is taking on Diego Lopez. So first and foremost, this is a great fight. And as much as my heart would love to see Volkanovski reclaim the featherweight belt, I think Diego Lopez is going to get the job done. Now look, skill for skill, I think Volk is the more skilled fighter, but I just don't know if his chin is going to hold up. And that is what I'm banking this opinion on. I think skill for skill, I think Volk is the better fighter, right? But I think that Diego hits pretty hard, and if he catches Volk with anything significant, I think Volk's going out. And that is the reality, right? He's 38, Diego's the much younger fighter, you know what I mean? And, you know, he has now 2 KO losses in a row. Props to Volk, he has given himself enough time to like rest and heal up and all of these other kind of things. And right up until he got caught against Ilia Topuria, he looked really good, right? But it's just, if he gets caught once, that's it, right? And I think having 25 minutes to do that is enough for Diego Lopez. So, and let's not forget, like, Diego Lopez does have good jiu-jitsu, right? So there might be a submission opportunity in there somewhere, but I sincerely doubt that. So that's what's happening there. Brace yourself. I am not done. Now, my problem with Ilia Topuria vacating the featherweight belt is that he made the claim that there was nothing left for him to do at featherweight. Bro, you defended your belt one time against Max Holloway. And the 2 up-and-coming young fighters who are your own age did not get a crack at you, right? So Diego Lopez is number 1, and all honesty, Ilia Topuria wins that fight. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Number 2 is Movsar Evloev. And look, I definitely think that had they fought, Ilia would have a phenomenal chance of knocking him out, right? But also, what we witnessed in him versus Aljo in the grappling side of things, I do not think that he would be able to contend with Movsar's grappling. So if Movsar went heavy on the grappling, I know you guys would hate it, but he'd probably grind him out to a decision over a 5-minute fight. I think that's what would have happened, right? And then you'd have, you know, another Dagestani champion, another Russian champion, and I know you guys don't want that, right? So the UFC did you all a favor. He did all you sourpusses a favor. But let's be real, the main threat to Ilia Topuria was Movsar, right? And he ran away from that match. Oh, I can't make the weight, bullshit. You're 28 years old. You can't make the weight? Okay, yeah. That's a load of nonsense. So now he goes up to lightweight. The question is, does he get an immediate title shot? And if he gets an immediate title shot, I am going to be steamed, bro. I am going to be so upset by this. And it's not even the fact, like, because you guys all know, I'm an Islam Makhachev fan, right? And I want him to do well. And it's not even the fact that, like, I'm worried. I think Islam beats him pretty handedly. Like, again, could he catch him? Sure. But Islam's striking defense is phenomenal. His grappling is far superior to that of Ilia Topuria. I mean, he's got youth on his side, right? And so, like, I don't want to count him out, right? I don't want to count him out just because of the fact that I think that if there's anyone who can get it done, it's Ilia. Like, he is hard to ignore, right? He's called both of his shots. He said, I'm going to knock out Max Holloway, and he did. Right? He said, I'm going to knock out Ilia Topuria. He said that he's going to submit Islam Makhachev, right? And just that level of confidence, it is hard to ignore him. But really, like, I don't see him. First of all, Islam Makhachev is not scared. And, like, he's not scared of anybody. That, period. Like, he's willing to go up to 185 pounds and beat guys that are twice the size of Ilia, and fight guys twice the size of Ilia Topuria. He is not scared. You know what I mean? So let's just dispel with that. But what I think should happen, right? Because especially at lightweight, there really isn't a lot of people for like new for Islam to fight. There's Arman, there's Gaethje, and if maybe Gamrot gets like another big win, maybe just because on the grappling side he might be interesting, but like he definitely doesn't beat Islam in the striking. He lost to Hooker. Like those are kind of the only three guys, you know. And I would love to see him face Patty at some point, you know, just because I made a video about this the other week. I do think skill for skill, that would be interesting, but really, guys, like I think that, you know, if Ilia comes up, he should absolutely face either Charles or Arman Tsarukyan for a #1 contender fight. Like, beat one of those guys, then you can have a title shot. But if he gets an immediate title shot, dude, like this is a joke for Islam Makhachev because it does nothing for him. Like, if he wins, he just gets the same criticism from all you haters who are just going to be like, oh, you know, he beat another featherweight. They're like, that's nothing, that's not impressive. When 5 minutes ago, you're like, oh, no, he's scared to fight the featherweight. He's scared to fight Ilia. Ilia's going to knock him out. So, like, if he wins, he gets nothing from it, right? That's how you all are going to portray this. So now the question is, and I do want to see this happen, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen immediately, is I want before he fights Ilia, I want Islam to get a shot at welterweight, at the welterweight belt. And the thing is, you know, like at this point, he's pretty close to having cleared lightweight, at least for now, right? You know, there's Gaethje, he wins that. Arman, I think he pretty handedly wins that. I think he beats Ilia. Like I said, there's a lot, like most of the guys are not on his level. So the thing right now, and we heard this in the news, that Belal Muhammad is defending his belt in Montreal. I'm probably going to go see that. Pray for me, guys. I'm probably going to go see that in Montreal. He's defending against JDM, and I think he gets the win there. Like, he's got some, like, he will find a way to beat JDM, right? It won't be spectacular. He's going to beat him in a decision. Like he always does, he's going to find the hole in JDM's game and make sure that that is where the fight takes place. That's what's going to happen, right? So he's probably going to get that title defense. Then maybe he does Shavkat. But what he said is he's not fighting Islam, so he would rather vacate the belt. So my guess is he gets a title defense, maybe 2, then he vacates the belt, Islam goes up, and he fights whoever the #1 contender is at that time, right? And like I said, I think that's some pretty good news, and I'd like to see that. Now, a couple other pieces that we saw kind of fall into place. Paddy the Baddy's fighting Michael Chandler. I think he wins that fight. Then probably one more fight before he gets a title shot. So maybe he gets that shot against Islam. Maybe they do Paddy versus Ilia after the fight with Michael Chandler, right? Like, there is a backstory there. That could be kind of a #1 contenders thing. I think that would be super interesting. Now, another thing that popped up was Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady. And dude, this is it for Leon. This is it for Leon. Like, roll the credits, dude. Leon is facing another a super impressive grappler. Like, his best chance, of course, is going to be to knock out Sean Brady, which, like, Belal Muhammad TKO'd Sean Brady, right? So it can be done. But I think if Sean Brady is just, like, if he can secure the takedown, which I'm sure he can, this is going to be a long night for Leon, and this will be it. That'll be it. Leon won't be getting another crack at the title anytime soon. So it's interesting. I'm not sure why they changed that up. My understanding was that Belal was supposed to fight Shavkat next, but I think Shavkat is still injured. Interestingly enough, Ian Gary tweeted about the fact that he kind of kicked Shavkat in the knee in a way that could cause some long-term damage. So I'm thinking that's probably what's going on here. But other than that, like, what do you guys think of everything that went on? Some pretty crazy shakeups. Like I said, I don't think Volk's regaining his belt. I think it's Diego Lopez. I don't think that Ilia deserves a title shot immediately. Hoping he does a #1 contender fight first. Maybe they do. If Paddy wins here, maybe they do that fight for a #1 contender. That would actually be so fun. But yeah, Let me know what you guys think in the comments of everything we saw yesterday. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.